Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all how I got catfished and how I found them and everything in between. So about a month ago, my friend was like, Madeline, you need to get a boyfriend so we can go on double dates. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Let me download a Hinge and see what's going on there. The very first person I see is this 22-year-old boy named Gray. He's gorgeous. He knows how to dress. He's my age. He lives in Malibu. I love California. So I was like, I'm gonna shoot. And I did. Oh, God. So we start talking, and he's like initiating all these things, being like, oh, let me take you out tomorrow. I'm going to be here for a couple more days, blah, blah, blah. And conveniently, of course, something comes up and it doesn't end up happening. I actually called him out and was like, you're a catfish. How do I know you're real? And I got gaslit so hard. I can't even tell you. And it worked. So we're talking. He's telling me all his deepest, darkest secrets. I'm telling him all of mine. He had said that when he was 16, that his brother, and that he walked in and found him, and that the dad blamed him, and that the dad beat him, and just all these horrible, horrible things that I cannot believe anyone would ever lie about. And on top of all this, we're like Snapchatting, and when I tell you this person went to the fullest extent to lie, they went to the fullest fucking extent. I mean, deep background stories, multiple fake Snapchats account to fake like group chats and stuff, went to the fullest extent, I could tell you. Anyways, things start getting weird, and I'm just like, all right, I haven't FaceTimed this person, I haven't called this person, we only Snapchat. They're not trying to see me, but they're like trying to pursue me romantically. It's just very weird. So I call them, and of course, conveniently no answer. My mom and I start talking, and I'm like, okay, I need you to send me a text so I can screenshot it and send it to this person so he doesn't think I'm crazy, but he thinks you're crazy. And basically the text is like, Madeline, he needs to send you a picture of his ID or some proof that he's him, or else you need to block him on everything. This person gets mad, blocks me on everything because I'm obviously finding out who they are. Anyways, my mom and I put the phone number that they had given me into Been Verified, which is what they use on Catfish, and it came up as a Nebraska number, not Malibu, okay? And then it says potential owner, and I'm not going to say her name, but it was a girl. Then I went onto the TikTok that he had given me, and like obviously there was no posts or anything, and I find this girl that he's also commenting on her stuff because he doesn't follow like too many people. So I find her on Instagram, and I'm like, hey babe, pretty sure I got catfished. Have you met this man in person? And she's like, who? And I'm like, Gray Chamberlain. And she goes, never heard of him, sorry. And I'm like, well, y'all comment to each other on TikTok, so think again. And she's like, oh, Zach Chamberlain. And I'm like, no, not his name, not the name that he gave me. Okay, I'm gonna wrap things up in a part 2. Sorry this took so long. I'm almost done, I swear. Okay, part 2 of how I got catfished and found the person and outed them to their mother. So me and this girl get to talking, and we're just going over everything. We're both like, I just really don't think this person's fake. Like, I don't think they're catfishing us because we're Snapchatting them. I don't know how she faked the Snapchats, but she did. And so basically he had told her, or she had told her, that she was Zach Chamberlain and went to the college right next to hers, and just so many, like, was just equally as weird. So then I go back to Been Verified, and I'm like looking through everything, trying to find these people, and I'm like, okay, this is weird. And I found her Instagram, and it said University of Nebraska alum. So I was like, that's weird. And then me and the girl are still talking, and we're going back and forth, and we talk about his Visco that he had, which, like, what 22-year-old boy has a Visco and nothing else? Anyways, besides the point, it pulls up in her contacts where it says Zach Chamberlain, but it pulls up her name as her real Visco, because she didn't have, like, her phone number attached to her Snapchat or the Visco that she had claimed was Gray's. So now I'm putting all the pieces together. And I go back to her Instagram, and literally everything that this man was telling me was on her Instagram. To the point where it was like 3 weeks before, she had told me as Gray that her favorite song was Shut Up My Mom's Calling. And 3 weeks ago on her story, in her highlights, is Shut Up My Mom's Calling. She told me that she had a timeshare in Vail. There's pictures in Vail on her Instagram. She has pictures in Malibu on her Instagram. She said that he drove an Audi. She drives an Audi. Like, there were small nuances that just, it was all adding up. So then I go back to Been Verified, and I'm like, I'm gonna find this bitch's mom. And I did. It took me all of 5 fucking minutes. I found her mom, and I wrote the essay of a lifetime. And I was just like, yo, whoever you are related to this person, she's catfishing me and other people. I told her everything that she did, and I sent several screenshots as proof, and I was like, sorry to drop this little bomb on you, but only a sick person does this, and it's like not okay what she's lying about, for one, and it's like, you don't do that. And again, like, I don't think this girl's like a bad person, and I honestly feel kind of bad for like outing her to her whole family, because I can't imagine how that went down, but at the same time, like, you can't do that shit to people and get away with it. Moral of the story is, if you're gonna catfish someone, don't do it to me, because I will find your entire family and expose you. But yeah, my mom ended up finding his real TikTok. It's Isaiah Stolp. I had never heard of him until this. Cutie, obviously, but like, I'm so annoyed. And the worst part about it is one of my best friends follows him on Instagram, but I had never told him about this guy, so if I literally had just showed him the pictures, he would have been like, bitch, the fuck.